Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I am actually here with the Rage guys, all three of us, and we are taking a look at the alpha of Lawbreakers. Zombie, how are you doing out there today?
I'm doing good today. Just kind of interested to see what this game's all about.
And Tink, you're with us as well?
I am. How y'all doing today?
Fantastic, fantastic. Who actually developed this one again, Zombie?
Developed was Boss Key Productions, but it's actually published by Nexon America.
Nexon America, yeah. I know Nexon. I'm pretty familiar. You and I used to play a game way back in the day. It was Combat Arms that did Nexon.
So.
That's the last thing I remember them ever doing, so I have a love-hate relationship with that game, but hopefully this one will be a little bit better. We have played a little bit of it. We have not played anything together. We've done everything solo. But this essentially is an arena first-person shooter. And there's a lot of them out there these days, so we're going to kind of show off what this one does and see if it does anything different. Bear in mind, this is early closed alpha, so everything is subject to change. They better be adding more than what's in here right now, because originally they were going to do a free-to-play model. That has since changed, and this is going to be a full paid release. So let's see what they got for us.
They should have kept that free model.
I tend to agree with you with that. With the marketplace where it is right now, they have got to come out swinging, or they're going to have to be the budget first-person shooter, because they have Overwatch to deal with. They have Doom that's out right now. They have Battleborn, may it probably rest in peace. Quake Champions is coming out. I mean, there's a lot out there, especially because this is a PC Steam exclusive for the time being. They have to deal with Counter-Strike. So there's so many people that are big hitters that are doing this so well. They've definitely going to have to step up their game. So we've got 4 classes. And there's a 5th one that hasn't been unlocked, so it's going to be kind of like a hero shooter akin to Overwatch, I suppose. Just not very many characters. That's my biggest complaint thus far, is there's not very much variety in here. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the Assassin. And let's jump in here. We got a 30-second warm-up period.
I never flinch in the face of
death. Yeah, I picked the rocket launcher guy.
Rocket launcher guy? Maverick.
Maverick is the machine gun or the assault rifle?
Machine gun.
Machine gun.
Big O minigun type thing.
I will say, out of the 4 characters that they do have available, they are unique, quite so. I mean, they play very differently from one another. And you guys are going to want to check out our different videos to see the 3 different ones, because I'm going to probably stick with the Assassin the whole time. She's definitely my favorite thus far.
I do pretty well with the rocket launcher guy.
Take the battery to your base and charge it up to
the battery one.
The game mode that we got right now, this is the battery game mode, which essentially is capture the flag, and except you have to let the battery fully charge, and then you have a 20-second timer, and whoever has it during that 20-second timer, that's who wins the game. We are flying around in a gravity field right now.
Enemy is charging the battery.
And that's kind of the lawbreaker portion of it, is breaking the laws of physics, apparently, is really their go-to right now.
Yeah, it get a little confusing, because you want to jump and then you won't jump, and then you do jump when you didn't want to jump, and you go flying across somewhere. I've had that happen a couple of times where it's just like, oh wait, when did I enter? Oh, that's what that means. Gravity field, right.
Shiny, fluorescent, almost walls.
I keep hitting shifts when I don't mean to, when I'm trying to run.
So, my initial impressions thus far is there's not a whole lot of feedback in the game. To me, it's kind of hard to tell when you actually land a hit.
Yeah.
Like, it just, especially if you land like a headshot, it just doesn't, the gunplay doesn't really feel that impactful to me.
Yeah.
It got me.
Ironically enough, I'm playing the girl that has the swords, so that doesn't really end up being too much of an issue, but that's kind of why I play her. Oh, she got me.
Into the shadows.
It does feel like there's a lack of hit markers, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It just, it's not very visible. I
They'll
would
never
suppose.
see me coming.
And the high mobility paired with how imprecise the weapons feel to me, it doesn't make shooting enemies that satisfying. Now, I say high mobility, and you see me flying around the screen with this grappling hook and doing double jumps and dashes. That's only this character.
Your side
She
has taken
is
the
so
battery.
mobile
Your side
compared to
dropped
the
the
other
battery.
ones that they just
Yeah,
feel really slow,
Enemy
and they're just not
intercepted the
nearly
battery.
as fun to play.
Enemy is
And I've seen a
charging the
couple of
battery.
those assassins. People have really spent some time playing with them. Just come into a room and wreck everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really powerful if you know what you're doing. She just doesn't have very much health. She's really
If you
easy to
knock
take
me
down
down,
very quickly.
I always
So
get
she
up.
kind of needs that mobility to stay competitive, but it's everyone else for
Yeah.
trying to do an arena shooter, they move so sluggishly. They're really slow. Even
Yeah.
the one that zombies you're playing, she has like a jetpack, like a thruster, right?
Yeah, it's got like 5-second cooldown or so on it.
Turn you up.
Reckoning by the sword.
So I just popped my ultimate ability. When you first pop it with her, it does like a spinning flourish attack, and then it hits everyone around me, and then I can see people on the map.
You
I'm
have
gonna grab
stolen
this
the
battery,
battery.
and we're gonna run.
Your side
Shit,
dropped
I didn't
the
get very
battery.
far.
Your side has
And all the
picked up
characters
battery.
have an ultimate, just like she does. Obviously, they're different ultimates, but hers
Your side dropped
really
the
feels
battery.
powerful to me. I didn't like the assault rifle guy. He has like a lock-on missile launcher, and I don't remember.
I did okay with him.
Yeah, he's okay. He's your regular running gun. I don't
See.
remember what the rocket chick is, or not the rocket chick, but
Intercepted the
the
battery.
flyy chick, the one you're playing, zombie.
Enemy
The
is
one I'm
charging
playing,
the
it's actually
battery.
it's kind of like a and just shred them to pieces.
Yeah,
I just
I only
actually
did it once. I think she's my least played person thus far, but I don't even know if I landed it right because I didn't notice if it did anything.
like right now. I mean, it's not awful, and not an awful character.
If you're not good at aiming, she's the bastion of the four, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, this rocket launcher dude is giving me trouble. I have died so many
Battery is
times. I
fully
don't think I've
charged.
killed anybody. Last time I used him, I did okay, but this time, not so much. Probably because we're in a lobby that actually has some people who have played a lot more than we have. 'Cause I got into a couple of lobbies that they were pretty much noobs like I was, and I did okay, but
Right.
not this
Oh,
one.
I was right by that battery
Enemy
too.
scored a point.
So the game's not over. It's the first person to 2 points wins it. How do you feel about the overall style
Take
of
the
it?
battery to your base and charge it up. to
I don't know. I think it needs some refining, definitely.
Your side has picked up the battery. Your side dropped the
Some
battery.
tweaks to the characters'
Enemy
movements would be
intercepted the
nice.
battery. Enemy dropped
But it's
the
different.
battery.
Yeah, I feel like they're
Enemy
trying to
picked up
do
the
so
battery.
many things, and they're just mixing too many flavors and they're competing with games out there right now that do
Enemy
one
is
thing really
charging
well.
the
That
battery.
one does the hero brawler very well. One is going
Yeah.
to be doing the arena shooting very well. You can't do everything and then excel at any one area, which just kind of makes it a little bland.
Yeah.
Also, I've got to say, the ham-fisted edginess seems so forced on here. I was reading a little bit of what the developer was intending. They wanted it to be a more mature take on things, and it's trying too hard. It feels
Yeah.
like the voice lines are just like, oh, that's gonna sting like hell. Oh, I
Feels
said
like a middle
curse
schooler
word.
that just learned how to cuss.
Exactly, and it's really off-putting, and the characters are just kind of, they're just there. I have no investment in these guys. I really couldn't care less, to be honest. Ow.
As far as the story element goes, there's not a whole lot there.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Not really.
You're just really pissed off at the other team, which happens to be depending on the match that you're in.
This is the only map in the alpha right now, so this is really the only thing we can show you footage of. There's one other game type, which is basically capture the point. There's 3 active points. They capture really quickly though, so there's not a whole lot of fighting going on in it, to be completely honest. From what I've found, it's just you grab one, the other one grabs the other one, and then there's a fight in the middle for it. But they're really quick, and I think that's my gameplay wise. That I think hits me harder than anything. There's too much downtime. There's too much to break up the pace of the game. The health stations, the only way you can recover health are the green little teleporter things that you have to go run and find, because I think there's only 2. They're very scarce.
Yeah, there's one right here.
Long reload times for the guys who actually shoot. Everything has a cooldown on it. It just really slows you down. That's why I keep playing the assassin, because at least she moves fast and I can get back into a fight fairly quickly. But playing the other classes, it's just this is probably the slowest arena shooter I can think of in recent memory that's trying to be an arena shooter.
Yeah, I got a kill.
It doesn't look that slow from my footage because I'm playing the highest mobility character in the game. But I guarantee you, rocket launcher over there, that guy with tank, that guy walks like molasses.
It does. Like, I keep hitting shift, trying to run, and I end up using their alternative weapon thing.
Like, honestly, this character is like the with overpowered ulti.
Yeah, we may be having a few Skype audio problems. I apologize for that if Zombie cut out there a little bit on us. Can you try that one again?
Oh, I was saying that the Maverick, the character that I'm playing, is kind of like the diva of Lawbreakers.
Yeah, I got that feel from her as well. Absolutely. Mix Bastion and Diva together, and you've got that character.
Battery is fully charged.
There's still a reload. There is still a reload, so it's not like 100%, but the ultimate is almost kind of the same even.
Your side has taken the battery.
So,
Your side
we don't have a release date on this at all. I know they say it's alpha. They want to call it alpha beta at this point. It's their words. It's a closed testing group that was invite via key only, although the keys are pretty much everywhere out there right now. It wasn't too hard to get one. So we don't have any type of release info on this. I will say that it better not come out before 2017 in this state if they want to do anywhere decent, or if they do, there's no way with everything else going on out there that they're going to stand a chance. They're going to get completely crushed by the competition unless they are like $20 or less. This is going to be the budget FPS on PC.
And even then, I suggest them coming out with a discount right off the bat.
Yeah, give a 10% off or something as soon as they come out the bat, because it's going to be a hard sell for people. I'm not saying the game is horrible. I think it's just the timing of it. It's not great, because we've got Overwatch that is absolutely phenomenal that has just came out that does the hero shooter 10 times better than this does. They need double the characters in order to pull that off. And we've got Quake Champions right around the corner that's going to give us our arena shooter. So what niche does Lawbreakers fill for me? Yes, they have the gravity gimmick. We had fucking gravity modifiers in Unreal 2004, okay? It is not really anything new.
Yeah.
Now, I think if everyone had that grappling hook, that would make things real interesting. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, that could get real fun real quick. I'm going to go for the Enforcer.
And the rocket boost. Grappling hook and rocket boost would make this crazy.
Yeah, put some modifiers in the game that we can play around with. That would definitely help, especially if it's going to be an arena shooter. If they're going to add more game modes. Obviously, they have to. There's no way this game would even come close to surviving if they didn't. And they need more than 5 characters. This is not going to work with 5 characters. Not if they're trying to be a hero shooter, unless they could do the 5 characters if there were multiple weapons that those characters could bring in. So multiple loadouts for 5 characters. Yeah. So then it feels like 10, but there's only 5. And if you notice, the 5 characters, they are technically different characters, but it's the same class depending on if you're on the Law or the Breaker side. But the gameplay-wise, they play identical to one another, regardless of which side you're on.
Yeah,
From what I'm seeing of the Enforcer, just while we're waiting for players, it is really, really weak. I mean, it looks like you have like these mini missile type things that you lock on to characters, and after you hit that, it's just locked on them.
Yeah, they don't hit very hard. You can stack up to 4 of those, I think, and he has his sprint that speeds everyone else up, Lucio style, but the gun itself, it doesn't pack too much punch, and it's not that easy to aim with. The spread on it before you start losing accuracy, it's supposed to be an assault rifle, and it feels like it needs to be an SMG.
Yeah.
You have to be really up close, or just insanely good to really hit what you're trying to do. And the ammo count on it, I mean, this is Soldier.
I'm not doing well.
This
Prepare
is
for
Soldier
combat.
in a nutshell
5,
from Overwatch,
4,
except he doesn't have the
3,
tac visor.
2,
He even has
1.
a tri-rocket, more or less.
Yep.
Capture zones to win.
He's got his sprint that you can't always do. I mean, this game was in development before Overwatch came out. Okay, so I'm not saying they ripped Overwatch off. I'm saying it's just the hero genre portion of it. It doesn't. You cannot compete with it with this. There's no way. The closest thing to the hero shooter, if you will, would have been Battleborn, and those games were completely separate gameplay-wise entirely.
2,
This
1.
doesn't do anything to really make it feel like you have to fill a role. It's just pick what you want and go in and shoot. So that aspect is kind of lost on it.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel
Oh,
about
one
the
rocket.
time to kill?
Time to kill.
How long it takes to actually kill someone?
It takes quite a bit.
Yeah.
Enemy has
And that was one thing I had to get used to playing Overwatch. That everything was a little bit different. Some things hit harder, some things didn't.
Right.
And that's why I probably did so well with Bastion. But this one, everything just seems to not hit that hard, except the assassin.
Right.
The
If
assassin
you get
just
a
goes
directed
in
on
there.
a
and-
rocket, that one does quite a bit of damage, but I have problems with that rocket launcher. I know you were saying you didn't really see anything, but that thing, the way it shoots and leaves the barrel, feels like one of the most unresponsive rocket launchers I've played with in a very long time. I
Yeah.
may be a little biased because I've been playing Overwatch and playing as Farah, and I'm trying really hard not to compare this a lot to it, but let's face it, it's the latest hero-based first-person shooter that would be akin to something like this, because Battleborn's basically a MOBA.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna get
See,
your comparisons.
that assassin just came in there and wrecked me.
Yeah, I got ambushed by 2 of them earlier. It's like, oh man, what?
Yeah, you ain't surviving. It ain't gonna happen.
Unless they're just extremely low on health and you get that lucky shot in.
the lead.
I think they need to put some kind of health pickup in this, even if it was just like you kill an enemy with the movement system they have, especially in the gravity fields. If you kill an enemy and they leave behind a health pickup that will heal you for like 30% of your health, it could be in midair, so you kind of have to struggle and work to get up to it, but it's something, because those health stations are just kind of, oh, let's do some shots. All right, let's run back to a health station. Now let's fight for a little bit, now run back to a health station. It's just not very compelling gameplay-wise.
Seems a little off.
Maybe some power-ups. Can we get some power-ups in our arena
Yeah.
shooter? That'd be nice.
Some
But I
quad
did
damage.
notice that the soldier, when you get a kill, it drops rockets for you.
Yeah, it's
Enemy
would be
is
akin
still
to
in the
charging your
lead.
ultimate meter. His, I think, they charge over time too, so
Yeah.
it feels okay with him. Give me some haste. Give me some quad damage. Give me some invulnerability.
Yeah.
Give me some options.
Yeah, and then... Yeah, because like that, I was capturing the zone, and I had the zone, but then my health was low, so the guy came in, got a couple of shots on me, and I just died.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
this,
And I see
this
where you're
rocket
coming from with
launcher
that.
guy, he just gets smashed walking into anything with any gun.
Yeah, it may be a learn to play issue a little bit for me, because we've only been playing this for maybe a couple of hours. And I'm just
Taking out the
getting
trash.
absolutely wrecked on this match. Earlier, I was doing really well. I was like doubling kill counts. Obviously, when I'm not recording, I do fantastic.
Enemy
When I
is
start
still
recording, I
in
do
the
some
lead.
shit,
Yeah.
And I'm not going to comment on anything like matchmaking or anything like that right now, because it's alpha, guys. That shit is going to change. It's going to be buggy as hell. I don't expect that to be anywhere near where it's going to be later, but I'm talking strictly the feel of the game as of right now. It's not quite doing it for me. I'd rather play something else.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't free, I definitely wouldn't buy it.
So if it wasn't free, you wouldn't buy it. If I picked it up, no more than $20, and that's if they added quite a bit to it and changed things around quite a bit. Maybe wait for a $10 sale after that, and it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
Give everyone these grappling hooks though, man. Those are fantastic. That feels fun. Being able to swing around corners and stuff, that's awesome. I like that. Gotcha!
Then I died by myself.
Oh,
Because
I'm
my
dying,
missile... Yeah, but I killed myself.
Okay, that's different than actually just dying.
Yeah. No, I've been dying this whole time, but I
Point B is
used
a
my
war
rocket,
zone.
and I killed them before my rocket could go, and... So, yeah, it was just kind of like...
Enemy is one zone away from winning.
I don't
So-
know if it is coming into this thing, but I mean, I'm just insta-wipe as soon as I touch that objective.
Yeah.
I'm getting a few. I'm starting to catch up a little bit.
I've gotten a couple. Oh, and F is kick.
Yeah.
So,
I'm playing the gal with the sword, so I'm not sure how much that actually benefits me. But F does kick. Yeah, we're getting absolutely stomped. And I know it seems like we're being kind of harsh, but because this is not anywhere near being finished. But if this is any indication of what the final game is going to be, they got a lot of work to do.
yeah.
A lot of work to do.
You lose.
And 2 losses in a row. I went 4-10. Tink, you got 3-10. Zombie, you went 2-10. So definitely not the best matches I've ever played. But
Right?
I'm glad we
Yeah.
were at least had an opportunity to bring this to you guys. It was only a 1-day alpha. I don't know when the next ones are going to be, or maybe they're going to transition into a beta phase after this. Whatever is going on, keep an eye on it. If this does look like maybe it's something you're interested in,
Point B
but just kind
is a
of
war zone.
give it a grain of salt. We seem really harsh, but it's because I have been spoiled. There's so many good first-person shooters coming and
Yep.
are already out. I don't know which one this actually fills role-wise. So, did you guys have anything else you wanted to add? Final thoughts?
Honestly, I would pick the new Call of Duty over this.
That's bad.
That is bad.
I forgot that one's coming out this year too, so it's got to fight with that too. And Battlefield 1, that's coming out. Man, we live in a... If you are a fan of first-person shooters, what a time to be alive. It is a fantastic time right now.
Yep.
That it is.
All right,
But yeah,
guys.
that's...
Well, I think that is going to about do it. We pretty much showed you everything that the alpha has to offer right now. Until we catch you next time, my name has been Asher.
This is
My
Zombie.
stink.
We'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
Later.
Later.